realistic. It's just things need to be put together right. You know, like I don't know. I had a WBO for a little bit, but for some reason those guys were giving me a hard time the whole time. So I'm very comfortable with the WBC. I've been saying this over and over again. I'll fight these guys. I'll unify with these guys, but I'll probably drop the belt right after. I'll beat these guys for the title, take their title, and vacate it right away. They can, or they can keep it, you know. But I'll fight all these champions because that's what we want, right? We want Fundora to fight these champions or fight these fighters. But they can keep the belt after. I don't care. I'm happy with the WBC.
I know you don't particularly care for what like Crawford says for the most part, but do you kind of feel like some of his critiques to you are like, I don't know, maybe like hate a little bit? I know online he recently said that Fundora is the best guy 154. He said Fundora would beat you. What do you like your thoughts on that?
I don't pay that no mind though. None of that stuff be bothering me, but like I said, I'm the best at 154. Everybody know it, and I'm gonna keep standing each every time out, you know.
And he called this a takeover for you at 154. Ultimately, you and Fundora have to cross paths.
I feel like everybody gotta come through me regardless through this weight division. Like I said before, I'm the cash cow of this division. If anybody want to fight, they're gonna make the most money fighting me than anybody else. So I feel like I'm the cash cow of this division, and I'm the best at this.
Have the right weapons, and he's going to be calling on the right weapons all night long. I have no doubt about that from this dude right here. And I know with all 16 plus weapons that Boots got, Boots be like this.
Yeah.
You know, you got to, bruh. With this one right here, it's got to be, all right, shotgun.
What about Fundora? I mean, obviously, you know, I feel like there was a point in time you was calling his name too.
Yeah, I mean, again, Fundora is just fighting the elderly that they have at PBC. He just fought Thurman. He just called out Charlo, Spence. Spence was good 3 years ago. Charlo was good 4 years ago. Thurman, 2019. So you get what I'm saying? I was making my pro debut when he was in his prime. So it's like, this guy he doesn't care about greatness. He cares about having good names that are not such good names now.
Did Jaron Boots Ennis just bite off more than he can chew by demanding a fight with a 6 feet 6 inches giant immediately after dominating Xander Zayas and dismantling him? The dust hadn't even settled on one of the most explosive knockouts of the year. Yet, the boxing world was already being violently whipped into a frenzy. Boots didn't just want a celebration, he wanted blood. And he pointed directly at WBC champion Sebastian, the towering Inferno Fundora. This wasn't a casual mention in a post-fight scrum. It was a targeted, aggressive call-out that instantly set the sport on fire.
Bozy, who do you think could bring out the best in your son at 154?
Oh, no. I don't know. I mean, he's supposed to bring out the best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know? But Fundora, I like Fundora.
Fundora.
What other name? Fundora?
Fundora.
I like to fight him. I think Ortiz. That'll be a good fight, Ortiz.
Yeah.
What happens when an unstoppable force actively begs to collide with a freak of nature, immovable object? The story behind this sudden, massive rivalry reveals hidden tensions, shocking locker room confessions, and a clash of egos that threatens to tear the 154-pound division wide open.
It's good for Canelo's camp to have a fighter like Ennis, because he likes to switch right-handed, southpaw. I think Canelo probably didn't need that, but you know, the fact that Ennis went might cause a little bit drama. I think he did for a dramatic effect, but you know, great fighter at 147, but 154 is a different division. They have me in there, so we'll see what he can do.
The destruction of Xander Zayas wasn't just a victory. It was a violent message directly addressed to every single doubter. For months, whispers circulated that Boots was too flat-footed, that he couldn't cut off the ring against an elite mover, and that his defense was riddled with exploitable holes. Boots took those criticisms personally and chose violence as his response. From the opening bell, he drowned Zayas in relentless pressure, completely suffocating his movement. It was a masterclass in ring generalship, effectively shutting down the false narrative that his defense is flawed. The most shocking revelation came straight from his father and trainer, Boots Ennis, who confidently bragged to the media right after the stoppage.
How would you feel
He ain't get wobbled. We got hit in the back of the head, brother. He ain't get wobbled in the third? Well, you want to say that? You can say that, but he didn't. It didn't bother me. You see me? It didn't bother me at all, man. You know what I mean? I know what he can do. And he can take a shot. You know what I mean? All y'all guys talking about Boots getting hit a lot. Y'all don't say nothing about the other guys getting hit. That's because Boots is relevant. You know what I mean? Boots is out there. Boots don't get hit that much. You see how many times he got hit in there? No, that's what I'm saying. Y'all keep on saying that, though. Y'all got to start speaking the truth, man. When the other guys get hit, they be get knocked down and all that. He don't get bruised or nothing. You don't see a mark on his face. And he rolls with the shots, brother. I mean, he get hit with a couple nice hard shots, but he rolled with the shot. Just like when I put it on your chin. Same way.
According to Bozy, despite walking through a highly anticipated firefight, Boots left the ring without a single scratch, bruise, or mark on his face. The pure boxing skills were always there, but this time, Boots intentionally delivered a highly destructive performance for the paying fans, proving he can be an untamable savage when the lights shine the brightest.
Zayas 3 times, but took some big shots himself in that third round. It was a candidate for round of the year, really. Boots eventually stopped Xander in the 7th round. Tim, I thought that Boots looked like a sensational offensive fighter. I already thought he was a sensational offensive fighter. What bothered me in this fight, though, was when Xander just kind of got basic in the 3rd round. Started aiming center mass, the jab at his chest. Just did some basic things. Suddenly, Boots is getting his head flown. What did you think of Boots' performance?
Performance was sensational. You know what I mean? I thought it was a special performance. He did everything he said he was gonna do, right? Everything through the lead up, he said, I'm gonna do, there's nothing that you can do that I can't do. I can do everything better than you.
Right.
But as I'm watching it, in the first 5 seconds, when Boots came out and landed that jab, the first jab, I was just like, dang, already? He's already established his range. He's already got his timing down. I was like, it's gonna be a short night for Xander Zayas. And as the course of the fight, what you mentioned, the 3rd round, it's just boxing, baby. You know, he hurt him in the 1st round. He was going for the kill. Yeah, he squares himself up. And I told you guys about the flaws that he has. Yeah, they're technical flaws. However, man, he bit down, he fought back, and he got him up out of there. He broke him down and got him up out of there.
Behind that brutal beatdown was a harsh reality check that the cameras almost entirely missed. The build-up to the fight was packed with intense trash talk, with Zayas promising to outbox, outmaneuver, and outclass the Philadelphia powerhouse. But when the punches started flying, that master plan completely disintegrated. Boots Ennis later exposed a highly private post-fight confession that changes how everyone views this rivalry. When a battered Zayas came over to pay his respects, he quietly admitted to the Ennis camp that all his pre-fight talk about boxing and moving was just that, pure talk. He knew he couldn't back it up once he felt the overwhelming power and speed coming his way.
Man, you deserve everything. Appreciate the opportunity. Thank you for taking this fight on. You had to do it. I'm gonna say it again. Do your thing. Hey. And he's not flat-footed. It was just a promotional thing.
Bozy is a ruthless calculator. He openly admitted he knew Zayas simply wouldn't be able to handle his son's heavy hands, predicting the early stoppage long before the gloves were ever laced up. The respect was there in the end, but the absolute psychological dominance established by the Ennis camp was undeniable.
Boots, congratulations. What was going through your mind in the 3rd round?
Huh?
What was going through your mind in the 3rd round?
I was chilling, cool, calm, collected.
Nothing? Gotcha. Do you still want to be undisputed? Is the goal?
Most definitely, undisputed for sure.
Oh, wait.
Hold on, wait to the mic, yeah?
Hey, Boots, Radio Raheem down in the front. Did I hear you correctly? Because sometimes I can't hear in the arena. Did you say that you weren't hurt in the 3rd round?
No, I was chilling. You know, I just a little lazy on the inside. Got quoted a good shot, but I was cool. Yeah.
Did you feel like that 3rd round was the toughest round of your fight career thus far?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm cool, calm, and collected. You know, when it's madness going on, I just get calm. You know, and just be patient.
I mean, I asked you these questions because, granted, you know, you stopped him in the 7th. It was a tremendous performance, but from the audience side, it looked like a tough fight. It didn't look easy. It didn't look, you know, like a walkover.
Yeah.
Where do you rate this fight competition-wise?
Oh, solid competition. Xander, a great fighter. Hope he's okay. You Yeah, you know, whether he move up to 60 or stay at 54, I think he'll be champion again.
But the celebration inside the ring barely lasted a minute before the spotlight shifted aggressively to the most dangerous physical anomaly in the sport. Reporters quickly swarmed promoter Eddie Hearn, eagerly asking about a potential showdown with Josh Kelly. Bozy and Boots brushed the idea aside without hesitation. The Ennis camp is chasing true legacy and unified gold, and they are completely done with waiting. When asked about unifying the titles at 154 pounds, Boots didn't hesitate for a second. His response was a chillingly calm demand. Bring on Sebastian Fundora.
So when he got hit back here, and you ain't see which going stepped on his foot going. He wasn't buckled. You see how if he was buckled, how you gonna come back like you just come back?
So he stepped on him.
And still had your paws and everything.
Okay.
No, it wouldn't hurt. You really never see him get hurt.
But Boots said that you came to him and you said, "Yo, what you doing?"
Yeah. Stop playing around.
Stop playing.
He like to play.
Okay.
I mean, he had fun in there, but you know what I mean.
Don't play with your food.
No, not when you move it up. Because Virgil, like I said, not Virgil. Y'all got me saying Virgil. Zayas, he's a good fighter, man. They could talk that shit all on. He's a good fighter, hell of a fighter.
The process, he decided to stay in the pocket as much as he did.
That's what we wanted to do, and I told him, don't stay in the pocket with Boots, you're gonna get stopped. I told the Virgil them. I said, you act reckless and come in. I said Virgil again. I said, I told Xander, if he come in like that, that's what's gonna happen. And that's what happened.
Is that
because he know he was hurt and he tried to prove something to the people. He tried to come back. You know what I mean? And then that was the wrong thing to do.
Is that the
Did he get hurt? He hurt his hand at all? Because it seemed like, because he threw a
I can't talk loud, yeah.
Oh, okay. Was that the toughest? Yo,
you peeped it. Everybody else didn't peep.
Bozy, was that the toughest test of his career, Xander Zayas?
I would say, I would say, yeah, I would say so.
Okay. And then him.
You know why? Because, like I said, Xander is one of the top fighters.
Yeah,
and he, like I said, he's a good fighter, man. You know,
he can come back. He's still young.
I like him. You know, you see him come over there hug me because he know he's one of my guys that I like of the boxing game.
Now, Virgil Ortiz, Fundora, who's the tougher test, Bozy?
Virgil Ortiz or Fundora?
Yeah.
Might be Fundora.
Okay.
Because he's so tall.
Okay, Boots beats Fundora. He beats Virgil Ortiz. Does he move to 160 immediately? Or you got to stay at 154 and real?
We're going to try to clean it up and move on up.
Okay, 160, okay.
My man. Yeah, we're going to move on up. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man. Congratulations on a fantastic performance.
Thank you.
All right.
This isn't just a move up in weight class. It's a massive gamble against a fighter who possesses terrifying physical advantages over nearly everyone he faces. Yet the entire Ennis camp remains completely unfazed. They see Fundora not only as a huge payday, but also as the ultimate statement fight, a high-stakes war that would permanently cement Jaron Ennis as the undeniable king of the division. If the Ennis camp thought calling out the towering Inferno would shake the unified champion, they were completely mistaken. Fundora thrives in chaos, and his response was as cool as ice. Speaking to DAZN in an earlier interview, the towering champion made it crystal clear that he fully welcomes the challenge Boots brings. When asked to choose between future fights with either Ennis or Zayas, Fundora didn't hesitate. He immediately picked Boots. His reasoning was brutally honest and free from any fake promotional hype. Ennis is already a unified champion, already established and already proven. Fundora dismissed the threat with one chilling statement, saying he would fight whoever looked right at the time. It was a huge sign of respect wrapped in supreme confidence from a giant who clearly fears absolutely no one in the sport.
And one thing it demonstrates is that Boots is for real as it relates to wanting to unify the division and feeling he's the best and willing to face and fight anybody.
Yeah, it depends on, who sent the offer.
Who cares?
You know, the reason I say that because Fundora's team they said they'd fight anyone, but now they saw that fight. They saw they saw that third round just like all of us saw it. They're like, ooh, Fundora can capitalize on this.
I don't think
so. Let's get in there real fast, but I like it. I really do like it. I don't know if it's going to come into fruition. I thought Josh Kelly will probably be their quicker route since that'll be an in-house fight as long as Josh Kelly takes care of business next month.
Yeah.
He fights July 25th, I believe. So I think that would have been the faster route to go. But hell, if he going to go for Fundora or whoever made the call, I'm all for it. I'm all for the best fighting the best. People say Fundora is one of the best at 154. For some reason, they got Cho Boy at number one at 154 when he hasn't got a belt there. But it is what it is with Virgil being number one at 154, I think, according to Ring Magazine, whatever. But yeah, it'll be an interesting matchup. The Styles makes fight is big, as we see in this matchup here. Fundora's what, 6'7"? Got what, a 90,000 reach, something like that. So, I mean, this will be a big test, a biggest test for Boots of his career, of course.
The Ennis camp continues to insist that size means absolutely nothing, but the hardcore boxing community believes they could be walking straight into a devastating trap. Fundora is an absolute freak of nature at 6 feet 6 inches, armed with phenomenal reach that turns his fights into grueling, bloody wars of attrition. Yet Boots completely dismisses this enormous challenge. He confidently says he has already seen every style imaginable and that a huge height advantage is nothing he hasn't dealt with in the gym or during his amateur career. He truly believes his elite ring IQ and explosive athleticism will completely neutralize the towering Inferno. But dive into any boxing forum, Reddit thread, or YouTube comment section, and you'll find a deeply divided fan base. Half believe Boots' explosive speed will let him slip inside with ease and chop the giant down. The other half believes the Ennis camp is completely delusional, warning that Fundora's relentless volume and overwhelming physical frame will keep Boots on the outside, creating a vicious and exhausting nightmare.
Eddie called this a takeover for you at 154. Ultimately, you and Fundora have to cross paths.
I feel like everybody gotta come to me regardless through this weight division. Like I said before, I'm the cash cow of this division. If anybody want to fight, they're gonna make the most money fighting me than anybody else. So I feel like I'm the cash cow of this division, and I'm the best of this division.
What do you think of Fundora's style? It's very unique.
I mean, I don't know. He just tall. He tall. Like I said, I don't watch him, so I can't really sit here and like explain. Like when the time come, I'll watch him. But as of right now, from this little stuff that I be seeing, it's like he's just a tall pressure fighter. From the stuff that I be seeing,
What do you feel
I could be wrong.
him losing Keith Thurman, losing to Fundora? What do you feel like Keith Thurman should have did to deal with a guy that tall, since you're used to dealing with bigger guys?
With taller guys, you got stay in their chest. You got to be in their chest. You got to dog them out, and don't let them get no room to breathe, basically.
While the 154-pound division prepared for this massive showdown, unexpected outside noise from an all-time legend tried to steal the spotlight. Right after the spectacular knockout, pound-for-pound King Terrence Crawford took to social media, seemingly throwing shade at Ennis' victory. In today's boxing world, a single tweet from a legend is usually enough to spark a massive online feud. But Boots Ennis showed exactly why their camp operates on a completely different level. He firmly dismissed Crawford's comments, making it crystal clear that they simply don't care about what anyone says on the internet. They refuse to play the modern game of online trash talk and fake rivalries. They simply show up to inflict damage. Boots shut down the drama immediately, keeping their focus locked on the only two names that matter for their legacy right now: Sebastian Fundora and Virgil Ortiz Jr.
Terrence Crawford, he was tweeting something after the fight, being coy, not commenting on it, but seeming to throw his version of some shade. I mean, what's your thoughts on?
I don't care what nobody say, man.
Yeah.
I don't care. That don't bother me. Just like when y'all talk, I don't care what y'all say.
Not even me.
I don't care what none of y'all say, because I speak the truth. You know what I mean? You don't see us cussing and calling people out, telling them they don't know this, they don't know that. We don't do that. You know what I mean? We just come to fight.
We are standing on the edge of a violent collision between elite explosive technique and freakish physical dominance. Jaron "Boots" Ennis just proved he is an absolute monster by destroying Xander Zayas. But calling out a 6 feet 6 inches unified champion is an entirely different kind of gamble. The boxing world is holding its breath, waiting to see if this massive unification fight actually becomes reality. So what do you think? Does Jaron Ennis truly possess the ultimate cheat code to bring down the towering Inferno? Or is his unwavering confidence about to lead him into the most brutal nightmare of his entire career? Let me know in the comments. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. And be sure to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video.